I think we can start moving into like the worst of the worst, the politics.
Oh, blue wave, baby, blue wave, baby.
Bro,
that's interesting. Well, it's to what you said. You know how you said that Republicans did a really good job using the social media?
Yeah.
The Democrats picked up on the wave and was able to basically secure the bag for the like whatever they did, like for the governors and shit. So I just think it's that in reverse.
Do you want to start off? I guess we're already in wins. Mamdani won.
Yeah, Zoran Mamdani. I love when they did that shit. They were like, Mama Lobo.
You're so dumb. Yeah, Mamdani won New York.
Yeah. Shouts out.
Mikey Sherrill won Jersey.
Shout out Mikey. Same shit.
I think a lot of states that were already blue stayed blue. And then I think a couple of swing states did
turn blue. I think they turned blue. Like 4 or something.
Yeah, something like that. So how do you feel? Like do you feel like anything right now? Like is there like I just want to get like your initial reaction to the fact that like blue won a countrywide, you know?
Okay, so I think in terms of I'm not really necessarily Democrats. I don't really care. But I think in terms of people voting for themselves and seeing what's going on with Donald Trump and them not liking it, it's nice to see, especially a lot of young voters, because apparently the young voter turnout was pretty good.
Yeah.
So like seeing people exercise. Shouts out, you know what I'm saying?
No, we continue.
But like, you know, there was a lot of younger voters, which is really good. And I think I think a lot of it was due to the social media poll, not even like policies per se. They like he was running on affordability and all that good shit. But I think it's kind of reactionary based off of what the Republicans and the right are doing. Yeah. So, you know, in that way, it's not bad. But I think this is just the first step.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we got here. But now it's like, let's see what really happens. Like now, like, like it's cool, but that doesn't mean all of our problems are solved magically. Yeah. Now it's time to get dirty. Let's see what really happens. So let's see what bill he can pass, what gets blocked, who blocks it. Let's see what passes, what doesn't pass.
Mamdani.
Not even Mamdani, but like anybody that's running. Because like even you saw they blocked food stamps again. I think the Supreme Court said that they approved it. So we gotta figure out who these niggas are. Yeah, like that's the next step. Like, so when we're now trying to push these policies and trying to like, oh yeah, like this is what we want. The people that are blocking it, the people that are standing in our way, we have to understand who those people are, why they're voting that way, and then it's up to us to change that when it's time to get serious.
Yeah. I think I've seen a lot of Democrats acting like the war's over, acting like, you see what happened? We turned everybody blue, boy. And it's like, my initial reaction was, don't celebrate yet, because you honestly haven't even won much.
Yeah, not right.
This is a small win in the big picture. And in reality, a lot of these people, other than Mamdani, because I think Mamdani is the exception here. Other than Mamdani, everybody else ran on, we hate Trump. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing I've said for the longest time. It gets to a point where you can't keep doing that. You know, I think people didn't come out to vote blue. They came out to vote against red. I think that's the biggest thing that happened other than Mamdani. I think other than Mamdani, people came out to vote for Mamdani. They didn't come out to vote for blue or red.
Yeah.
This was bigger than that. I think Democrats are failing to notice people aren't in support of you. They just hate this guy that much.
Yeah.
If there was any way, like if we had a different Republican president, I think this turnout maybe wouldn't have been as much.
Such a landslide.
Yeah. I think because Trump is so retarded, I think that's why people came out, because they felt like we can't have this. And again, a lot of, like, we even spoke about it with Mikey Sherrill specifically. A lot of her commercials and stuff where these people are MAGA or these people. Cool. What are you doing? Like, what are you offering? The last time this happened was Biden. And guess what? His next term, everybody flipped on him because everybody hated him. We didn't know what he was running on. We just knew not Trump. And so I think you take this as a win, obviously, like you take this as a small victory, but now you build off of this. You have to keep educating your voters and the people on what you're doing, especially as you do them. You get me? I think that's a big thing that Cuomo used to do back when he was governor, is I think he would hold like weekly meetings explaining and telling what they're doing and stuff. I think everybody should try to like reflect that. Everybody should try to educate voters on what the Dems are actually doing. Because as of right now, you just know it's not Trump. That's it.
Bro.
What are you doing as Democrat to help the people, directly help the people? If Trump or any branch of the government is standing in your way, tell the people that. You get me?
Yeah.
Because if not, we're gonna be here going, yo, these Democrats aren't doing shit. Yeah, it's exactly what happened with Biden.
Yeah.
When you notice that some of the things that happened with Biden that he couldn't push through is because of the Republicans in some of the House of Representatives or some of the branches. So whatever.
Yeah, stop it.
It's like, yeah, exactly. So if you don't communicate that with us, we're gonna turn on you again, you know? And so I think right now you take the small victory, but nobody voted for you. They voted against somebody else. Give us a reason to vote for you. Give us a reason to represent you, to be like, yo, this is our guy or this is our girl. You get me? I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, other than Mamdani. Mamdani won by himself.
Yeah.
I think
keep on.
Another reason why this really made me upset is because the optics are horrible for the Democrats when you see people just complained about Kamala Harris coming in and us not having a primary. Because sure, you can call it Biden being selfish and not wanting to resign from the race until the last moment. But people complained about not having a primary to choose who they wanted to run. And then New York City comes, they host a primary, and the people vote for Mamdani. Mamdani wins by a landslide.
No Cuomo still.
And no Democrats supported him. No Democrats backed him. Hakeem Jeffries, so brave. I think 3 days before Election Day, endorses him.
Yeah, the last day, everybody started sliding out.
What? Kathy Hochul, governor of New York City. I'm willing to work with him. I'm just not going to endorse it. Obama refuses to endorse him.
Well, that's the infighting of politics, huh?
I think that's so... You can't call yourself the Progressive Party, the Democratic Party, and then when people vote for a primary...
Yeah, you can't not back him.
The people want this person.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, Cuomo's running as an independent, but I'm going to back him. That's not what the people want. That's not... The people are now looking at Democrats as crazy people because... Feel how you feel about Zoran. A lot of people see him as the hero right now. A lot of people see him as Superman.
Yeah, brother.
And when you're turning against Superman, even the Democrats, even the young Democrats are going, that I know, that I talk to, people that I've had arguments about because they loved Kamala as the option, are now going, why are these Democrats not understanding that this is who we want? This is what we want.
I think it's one of those things where it's instead of... I think for a long time, I think that's the problem with the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of infighting just between them in general. I feel like the Republicans can at least agree on one thing. They didn't like Donald Trump at first, but once that nigga got the reins, they all fell in line.
Exactly.
They kind of I'm not saying you got to fall in line like that, but they kind of got with the program. Now they're like, all right, this is our guy. Even though they probably didn't fuck with it, they got behind it like, all right, he's going to win. This is our fucking guy.
100%.
I think at this time, the Republicans are already set up in a way where they're already in line with one another and supporting all the way that they kind of have to do the same thing, especially if the people say, hey, we like this guy. It's in your best interest, especially to win the next election and to set up, like you said, I think the AOC presidency thing low-key might be tough.
Yeah.
But in order to set up those things, you guys got to be on the same page and not play the politicking game within the party at this moment. If you won... it would be different. Then you could start being like, oh, I don't like this guy, and start setting up your own political lives and structures. But right now, you niggas lost.
Bro,
you got to come together at this moment.
Like I just said, everybody voted, or it felt like a lot of people voted not for Dems, but against Trump. And then when people come out to vote for the Democrat,
they're like,
they're like, oh no, we don't like this guy.
We don't like that guy.
And it's like, okay, wait, so what the fuck? People really I think people are starting to notice that there's a shift, and it's no longer red or blue. I think especially young people, because people I talk to that are way more educated on this shit than me, they're like, yeah, who gives a fuck whether they're Democrat or Republican? Because honestly, you can't trust either. Right?
I want to afford rent.
No, literally.
I just want to live without having to be a wage slave.
It's insane. And bro, Chuck Schumer's stupid ass talking about vote blue no matter who. And then Mamdani comes in. Cuomo. Yeah, let's vote for the guy that was in charge of a lot of old people dying during COVID.
Yeah,
or the guy that has, 13 sexual assault cases allegedly?
Alleged. Hey, you got to throw that allegedly in there, you know?
All that is alleged. But
that's what I'm saying.
It's like, at the very least, you saw people very upset with Cuomo. And you saw people loving Mamdani. And you saw that Mamdani succeeded where a lot of Democrats fail. And that's messaging. That's getting to the young people, but also getting to other people. You saw him in the streets of like the Bronx, or like talking with people.
His marketing team, the goats,
bro, insane.
The goats.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you're right when it comes to like it's a bad precedent to set when you have a Democratic candidate that's elected democratically, and then every Democrat backs the nigga that's running against the primary elected. Like, what kind of standard does that set?
What are we talking
in general?
Because then now that doesn't give me hope. As somebody that's a lifelong Democrat, I'm a registered Democrat. How does that give me hope for, let's say, an AOC running in the future for president? She wins primary, and then they're like, I don't know, and they start backing somebody else.
This guy's kind of tough, though.
Yeah, it's like, what are we talking about? Which AOC, I think, should run elsewhere. I think she needs to give it some time.
Why do you say that?
I've been on her side this whole time. I've been really rooting for her. I just think presidency, she still has years to like build.
She's that media team, baby.
I just think, she's with Mamdani. And another thing I love about her is she's on live almost weekly, Instagram live, answering questions, talking to the people.
That's tough.
And she's literally like people will say, or like you saw the chick that like, I want to get the tweet up so bad. That came in 5th in a race in like the swimming Olympics, and she said something about AOC, and AOC came back at her.
Oh, don't tell me she was like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, that's why you're 5th.
Oh man.
But wait, how does she sound like in arguments? Is she like media trained as in like,
brother, she's a Latina. Like
but guess what? Like the mumble, the jargon though, how they're like, hi, my name is this and that. Like I feel like Mikey Sherrill had a hard time speaking.
Yes.
When people like when it was like being like quick and snappy and like thinking on your feet, she kind of struggled a little bit, and they were able to clip that and make that sound bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about AOC. I don't know if she's quick witted or able to bounce back in an articulate manner type shit.
So Riley Gaines, swimmer, posted.
Is that white girl?
Yeah. She posted a picture of Bernie, AOC, and Mamdani, and she captioned it, "We're being destroyed from within." AOC then replies, "Maybe if you channeled all this anger into swimming faster, you wouldn't have came in 5th." At the very least, I like that type of energy. You get me? Like I like that. Yeah. We coming at Trump changed the game. Trump, you can't be. And so AOC is great at talking. Like she is. There's a reason her, Mamdani, and Bernie are all like in their clique.
The coalition.
It's because they're all great at social media. They're all great at messaging. They're all great at talking in front of crowds and making you feel like, these people are really for us. I just think also the way things are looking, especially with Mamdani, I'm starting to get an eerie feeling from the Democratic Party. Maybe that's the only reason why I don't want her to run for president. I get this eerie feeling that no matter what, she's going to be betrayed. Same thing that happened to Bernie when Bernie was running, and then the Democrats turned on him, and they had a whole smear campaign against him, and all these things came to light of like, oh, look at what they're talking about Bernie. And then he himself says his own party turned on him.
You know what? I think if she follows I think you said the politics have changed, especially from Donald Trump. I think if she runs on the same kind of thing Mamdani did, like she has 3 or 4 things that are easily digestible to the crowd. That you could speak on, and everybody can like just agree on it. Like that affordability shit. If she could run on something like that for a campaign, if she does run for the president, I don't think it matters what the Democrats do. Because then at that point, you would associate her with those 4 or 5 things naturally outside of whatever they're talking about. So like, you heard that about AOC? Like, yeah, sure, but last time I checked, she was running on this and that. So
you're right.
I think that's real. She might get betrayed, but if she can take that win from like Mamdani and run on something that the people could see with their eyes and be like, damn, I'm poor as fuck right now. Affordability would go crazy. Or housing would go crazy. then
you're
she'll
right.
win.
You're right.
Because Donald Trump did the same thing. What did he do? The wall, make America great again, and immigration, and what else?
Groceries.
I don't even know. And groceries.
Yep.
That's the 4 things he ran on. If they could get 4 things that they could fucking run on, and it's better than the other guy, I don't think it matters who flips on what. We saw it. We saw it in New York. It don't matter who flips on what. They could do whatever they want. Nigga said, "Get that nigga Cuomo out of here, bro."
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. If anything, this Mamdani win should represent that she does have a chance. Because even when his party turned against him, the people still showed up and what's the saying? Showed up and showed out for him. You know, so I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
But she got to speak to the people the same way that you were saying, like on Instagram Live. She got to keep that and just sloganize it. That's the thing. You just need a mean ass slogan.
100%. Yeah, I think whoever was on Mamdani's marketing team is going to be working overtime when she decides to run for president.
He ran on one word, affordability, and I think it literally like the one thing that people have been asking for so long. He ran on one word. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck else this nigga's talking about. Yeah, if there's one thing I saw about Mamdani everywhere. He's like, I'm trying to make New York affordable again. Affordability, affordable.
You know what's crazy too? What? We were talking about Jack Ciattarelli low-key bringing back like identity politics. Yeah. Mamdani, I don't even think mentioned identity politics. I don't remember hearing a trans thing about him. Like, I don't remember hearing anything about LGBTQ. I don't remember. My boy just said, "Fuck all that." Like, who cares about like if you're
busting
gay?
Niggas' cheeks out?
Yeah, who cares?
And you're still poor?
Yeah, like,
affordability sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's where a lot of us are. It's like that's probably a big reason why like people were saying bringing up the identity politics for Jack Ciattarelli, because it's like, bro, we're way past this right now. People don't have time to hate when they can't pay their rent.
Niggas don't even be reading for real, bro.
Yeah.
I think our literacy rate has dropped. What are we talking? Who cares? Niggas talking about digging out cheeks.
Yeah.
Do you even remember one time we even talked about that shit in school? I can't even recall it. I didn't pay attention. I was a bad student. Yeah. But you know how many niggas that were just like me?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's so funny because you think that identity politics plays a big card, and Trump be trying to like come back to it. Like, and as somebody that I think there's Trump haters out there, which obviously, groundbreak. I think there are people that, good or bad, no matter what, Trump is the bad guy. Yeah. If he does something good, he still failed. Yeah. If he makes gas or whatever, you're gonna, because obviously cheaper. He can't. But if let's say under his administration gas falls to $1, there's gonna be, why didn't it fall to 50 cents? Yeah. But as somebody that I think, I'm like, you know, I give him his credit when he does good. I, you know, obviously bash him when he does bad. I think I feel right now that things aren't as bad. Maybe that's controversial. I feel like my groceries have been more affordable. They're still higher. They're still high. I feel like they have been more affordable. I feel like gas has been more affordable. Now, some people I talk to that are more educated than myself are saying that we're feeling the after effects of like Biden, Kamala stuff. So I don't know who to blame. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just know how it feels. And this is why I think some Trump voters came back for him this election, because they'd remember the feeling. They remember the feeling of, I felt like I could afford things, you know, whether it was because of Trump or because of Obama's old things, whatever. So I think I think that's the biggest thing right now. And say what you will about Trump and whatever, Mamdani, if he can at least make a couple of those things feel affordable, if he can open up some store, like some grocery stores with like cheaper groceries, if he can make like a couple bus routes free, people are gonna feel
good.
Like, yeah, exactly.
But you know what's funny though? I you're saying it feels affordable and shit for grocery and shit. There's mad niggas not eating because of SNAP.
Oh yeah,
and all that. So shit.
That's different. So that's I think we're getting into.
See what I'm saying? Niggas, they brought it back and they stopped it again.